honesty, told with both passion and compassion. You might even find that their story is your story. Preface. The development of a competency-based approach to theological education is a work in progress. As pioneers in the development of this approach, we have struggled to know when would be the best moment to write it up. At certain points, our writing has felt premature, like we were trying to lock onto convictions that were still up for debate. At other points, we felt like we were a little late, writing things that are already well and deeply understood. With that acknowledged, we would encourage you as the listener to take this for what it is worth. We felt that at some point, someone needed to get these ideas into print with the hope that the movement can spread. We thought, why not us? Together, we represent a little bit of diversity and a lot of homogeneity. We operate on different sides of the U.S.-Canadian border. Our personal styles and approaches to life are very different. That said, we are both white males operating within a broadly evangelical perspective. Our schools are not large by the standards of higher education, although as we write this, they are growing quickly. Since Greg's school, Kairos University, adopted these principles and practices, it has experienced dramatic growth, leading to partnerships and iterations around the world and the launch of a university, which he now leads. Kent has gone through this journey twice. First, at the seminary where he taught and led for 25 years, Northwest Seminary and College. Then subsequently at another school, Providence University College and Theological Seminary, where he has been able to apply these principles not only in a seminary environment, but in a university, engaging all the breadth that such an opportunity offers. While we have come to agree on what we are presenting in these pages, we first developed our thinking independently, then honed our ideas through years of dialogue and collaboration, both personally and institutionally. That is who we are. We look forward to seeing how these thoughts will shape the ideas of others who come from broader perspectives than what we represent. We encourage you to treat this work as you would any other. Listen with an appreciative but critical ear. Translate freely into your own interests and idioms. Take what is useful to you and feel free to jettison the rest, just not too quickly. The ideas we present are challenging to conventional opinions of higher education. While we don't expect you to buy into every point, we hope that some of what we write will leave a mark. Theological education is overdue for renovation. We recognize that we are working within the broader framework and movement known as Competency-Based Education, CBE. Having contributed to this larger field, we are well aware of the breadth of understanding attached to this language. Many have rejected competency-based methodologies because they sense these approaches are too concerned with efficiency and overly impressed with application. We believe that if you give us a chance, you will find that we have the same concerns. Much that passes for CBE amounts to nothing more than mechanized learning, which atomizes outcomes into discrete competencies so that they can be checked off with haste. It often seems as though such programs have enrollment growth and fast completion of programs as their goals. In these cases, CBE is little more than a volume business that treats learners like widgets and outcomes like commodities. This is far from our conception of what is possible. We hope that the thoughts in this book might help to steer the dialogue around CBE and CBTE toward a more productive end. Competency-based theological education is an approach to education in which learner formation is rooted in contextualized standards of excellence, shaped by the recognition that the act of knowing requires the integration of content, character, and craft, and evaluated in the context of team-based mentoring. Therefore, learner progression is marked by the observable demonstration of integrated knowing rather than by time, input, or curricular stages. Furthermore, quality is measured by learner outcomes rather than assumed based on the path, resources, or people engaged in the formational journey. A big part of this sort of project relates to establishing